Welcome to 50 Shades of Greatness.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Wanted to do a reaction video to another movie. It's an Amazon production. Do we call it Amazon Prime production? Is that what we call it?
Amazon Prime, AP for short, brother, not to be confused with the Associated Press.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now I have actually seen this, so it's not my first reaction, but it will be yours. And I think you'll really like it. Starring Chris Pratt. I think it's an exciting. Now, I've also heard something, just murmurs of Chris Pratt's had some undue behaviors. I don't really know, but I really liked him in all the movies that I've seen. Love him as Star-Lord, et cetera, et cetera. But I think this looks good. Let's see what you think.
Okay.
All right.
Let's check this out.
Okay, none of you are my child. Does anyone see Mary?
Amazon original. So Amazon's producing movies now.
A war 30 years in the future.
It's a joke.
Our enemy is not human. We need you to fight. Got drafted.
I will be back.
Why is this happening?
Been drafted for a future war.
And the Veterans Department.
If I don't come, they're going to draft you in my place. But if something does happen to me, you and Mary will be taken care of.
If something happens to you, Dan, 70% of draftees do not return.
It's bad numbers.
Move your shirt,
It's
please.
got
What's
name?
we should test. Oh, it's
J.
Joe.
Jonah Jameson.
Driving test? You don't have jokes in the future?
The actor.
You okay?
This device facilitates you jump to and from the future war.
1 minute to dump.
Oh, here, take that. Just look around like that. Are you so calm? Long story. Do you have anything else, Jerry? Yeah. Kind of a short story, I guess.
3, 2, 1.
Interesting concept.
All human beings in the future will be wiped from the face of the earth. Unless you help us.
July 2nd,
I saved my daughter. I gotta save the world to save her, then I'm gonna do it.
right before July 4th.
Look at the end. The human species will disappear from the face of the earth. We are literally living on borrowed time.
There's still a chance that we can stop this war from ever happening. So we gotta fight it.
The J.J. Thompson or
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
from Whiplash.
Well, nice knowing you.
yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Some epic visuals. Oh. So, thoughts?
Okay, it looks very interesting. There was just a couple, I'll just point out a couple things that I wasn't, that I didn't think were great lines. Like, if I have to save the world to save my daughter, that's kind of an overused line in these big epic sci-fi movies. I remember it was kind of a line used in the movie The Core, where Hilary Swank says to one of the other characters, "It's not about saving the whole world, it's about saving 3 people," even though they're on a mission to go into the very core of the earth that saves the whole world. So I don't like that particular line. Yeah, so I'm just going to get that out of the way.
All right.
But I like Chris Pratt. I think he's got a great screen presence.
For sure.
I don't know the names of all those actors that are in there because some of them are a little bit lesser known, but they're all recognizable to me.
Yes.
So I'm not sure who the black guy was who says, "Well, it's nice knowing you." I like that guy.
Yeah.
Because he's been in a couple of
Great.
small things.
That was a good line. I like that. And that
yeah,
moment did appear to be good.
No, the one thing the first thing that I noticed, so they didn't show the aliens until, so I'm watching the trailer and I'm going through everything. Where's the aliens? Because this is right. It's because they said from the beginning that it was a threat of aliens from another planet, right? A non-human invasion. So I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And there are some scenes that remind you of the movie Aliens, namely, or the zombie movie World War Z.
Okay.
Because Brad Pitt's in the stairwell, in that building, and then if the lights are dim, and the aliens or slash in this case the zombies are coming,
Little borrowing of some other IP.
right? And so then we also see, and of course in the Alien franchise, there's multiple scenes where they're moving through some sort of enclosed space, particularly the tunnel scene when they're trying to escape and get to Bishop in the
Right.
aircraft,
Right.
and the aliens are basically up their ass, right? Now, enough comparisons to other films. I think that the visuals, like you said,
Yeah.
look great.
Stunning.
Visuals look great. I like Chris Pratt. I think he's a very agreeable screen presence. And the premise of the movie
Yes.
is
Drafted into the future. Drafted into the future, and you can go back and forth.
that's interesting to me. And hopefully they make good intelligence use of that. I always have a little bit of a like, okay, a little time travel going on. Are they going to
Yeah,
screw this up? Is it
right.
going to be something like a Deus Ex Machina where they can just fire it in and just cure any plot holes that might arise and say, yeah, well, we're just going to time travel our way out of this one. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
I remember Chris Pratt's done a little time traveling recently too, in a little movie called Endgame. So he's got this time travel thing
Maybe he'll
down.
come back as Star Lord. No, okay, so
Nah.
yeah, he's done some, and the time I think the time travel was necessary in Avengers Endgame,
Oh, sure.
and they did about as good as they could do with that idea.
I like this idea, the whole drafted into the future.
Is that what first captured
that they're saying they're running out of people.
Yeah.
So they have to go back in time to drag people from the past into that current time frame to fight that war.
Should get some Spartans
Yeah.
and Tom Cruise.
That's right.
You listen, you want to win the war, you just get
Get
Tom
Tom
Cruise
Cruise.
on the case, Oprah Winfrey,
Chuck Norris.
and Chuck Norris. You just need Tom, Oprah, and Chuck. You're gonna win.
Game over.
Gonna win. All
Game
right.
over.
So, and very interesting. I'm glad you asked me to react to that.
I'll definitely be watching that.
And that is the Tomorrow War. So it's aptly named. Oh, as an aside, speaking of Tom Cruise, sci-fi movies with time travel elements, Edge of Tomorrow is a brilliant sci-fi movie.
Fantastic.
And I believe he's looking forward to filming a sequel.
I believe they are.
So that will be
Yes. All right.
that'll be something to watch.
That's the review of the Tomorrow War.
The Tomorrow War. Love it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, remember, keep your stick on the ice.
And your balls in the air.
Peace out. We love it.